Coming to you live from the Philoy Flying V Center. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Volleyball Central. Kanina lamang nanalo ang Cool Smashers over the Water Defenders for their 5th win of your PVL Reinforced Conference. And it sets the stage para sa ating second game ng inyong Saturday doubleheader dito sa inyong Premier Volleyball League. The High Flyers take on the Angels dito sa ating second game at live po ito. Lahat from the Philoy Flying V Arena and of course on SNA and SNA HD and on Liga and Liga HD. Bumabati kami ng magandang hapon mula sa ABS-CBN Sports. Ako po si Boom Gonzalez kasama si Doc AJ Parea and Janine Choi. It's good to see everyone again. I have missed you and I know it's your first time to do the PVL this year. It's good to see you, Janine.
Hi, Boom. Hi, AJ. I'm so happy to be back here in the PVL again. So happy to be back at courtside delivering the freshest side story about our athletes.
Doc, UAP, magkasama tayo ngayon. Welcome to the PVL Reinforced Conference.
Yes, Boom. Hello. Hi, Janine.
Hello.
So, I'm so excited kasi syempre, masyadong exciting yung UAAP season natin. But right now, with this Reinforced Conference, I'm very much excited to see what the imports will bring new to this league.
And it's good to be back. I have missed the fans, the games, and of course my colleagues here at ABS-CBN Sports and everybody running the PVL. Kami pong maghatid sa inyo ng second game. Tara!
Mga kapamilya, it's day 12 of the Reinforced Conference here in the PVL at talagang napaka-exciting ng ating game coverage ngayong hapon dahil magtatapat ang High Flyers kontra ang Petro Gazz Angels. Talagang desididong makabawi ang High Flyers matapos nilang mapigos sa kamay ng Perlas Lady Spikers nitong in a 5-set match nitong nakaraang linggo. Habang ang Petro Gazz Angels naman may 3-game winning streak nila. Sila matapos nilang matalo ang Lady Warriors naman in a 4-set match nitong May 13.
That's right, Janine and Doc. Pag nakita natin ating team standings, makita mo, other than of course the Cool Smashers, everybody's bunched up there in the middle, which only tells us one thing. Wins are really in a premium right now dahil maka 2-game winning streak ka, maka 2-game losing streak ka dito, it might tell the whole campaign dito sa conference.
Yeah, and we all know that this game between yung High Flyers at yung Angels is very crucial for both teams kasi yung mananalo will get that 4th win,
right,
which will be a very big advantage kung gusto nila maging number 2. Right now, Cool Smashers, it's a shoe-in for the number 1 spot. Pero yun nga, yung top 2 kasi mag-a-advance sa semifinal. So, either way, if both teams, kunwari, manalo ang High Flyers, they will get the number 2. If
right,
the Angels get the win, they will go to number 2.
The Angels, of course, on a 3-game winning streak. The High Flyers, wala pa silang dikit-dikit na panalo dito in the PVL Reinforced Conference. They want to change that. One of the things that I personally have missed, other than the games and the players and of course everybody here in the PVL, is yung mga feature. Janine, ano ba ang papakita mo sa amin?
That's right. Meron tayong inhadang feature kung saan mas makikilala pa natin ang High Flyer imports na nagmula pa sa USA. Panoorin natin ito.
Aboard to Sullivan. Clean execution once again from the High Flyers.
This Reinforced Conference, talaga namang right on target ang powerful hits ng American imports from the Paymaya High Flyers. Ang open hitter na si Tess Rountree at ang middle blocker nila si Shelby Sullivan. Parehong alumni ng NCAA Division I sina Tess and Shelby. Produkto si Tess ng Principia College in Illinois. And right after her college stint, Tess continued to play professionally abroad.
I started volleyball when I was 12 years old, and the same as Shelby, actually. In 7th grade, we had volleyball tryouts with our school team, and my mom said, hey, you should try this, because I played this when I was your age. I began my overseas experience, and I played in Hungary on a team called Vasas SC in the capital Budapest for 2 years. And then I went to Sweden and played in a small town called Ängelholm for EBS Volleyball for the last year. The team has been so much fun. All the girls are really, they have such a great chemistry, and they know each other so well, so it was really easy and fun to jump in and play with them. It's been going really well, so I think that we have a very bright future ahead of us.
Meanwhile, Shelby got her college degrees at Texas A&M University.
The first competitive sport I played was soccer, and then I transitioned to volleyball when I was in 7th grade, and I instantly fell in love with the game and the girls, and it was just such a great fit for me, and I've loved it ever since then. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, and I played for an amazing club volleyball team there called TAV, and I'm so thankful for all the coaches there. They really shaped me into the person who I was on and off the court, and I went and played for a few months in Switzerland and had an incredible opportunity there. And I went home for about 3 weeks and packed my bags and headed here to the Philippines, and I love it. Well, right now, we're working on everything. We've only had, you can count the number of practices we've had, but it's been a blast. Our practices are hard, high energy. It's a lot of fun. And then the girls are such a family, it's really fun to be a part of it. They welcomed us in immediately, and it's been fun to get to know them on and off the court.
And we know how competitive these girls can get. Kaya naman sinubukan namin ang kanilang focus at concentration skills. At dinala namin sila sa Gandiva Archery Center in Mandaluyong City.
Here in Gandiva, super fun, I can say, because archery is available to everyone. Mapabata, mapamatanda, they can all play here and learn a lot.
Hi Shelby, hi Tess. My name is Coach Eli. I will be your instructor for today. So welcome to Gandiva Archery Center. Okay, so our first step in archery would be the stance. Here's your target, Shelby, and then you Tess, this is your target. Okay, the proper way of holding the bow here. Okay, just keep it relaxed. You put the arrow on the arrow rest. Okay, and then make sure the arrow is locked on the string. Okay. And then when you pull the string, use your 3 fingers, 1 finger at the top of the arrow, and then 2 fingers at the bottom. Pull the string to here. Make sure the string is touching your nose and your hand is under your chin. Aim the side to the center, which is the yellow, and then just let go of the string. Okay, so that's it.
I had a little bit more practice than Shelby, so I'm really, really ready for this competition. Yes, we're ready.
So 9, 8, 7, and then 6, 3, 3. 7, 7, 6, 4, 2, miss.
Yeah, we loved it. It was so much fun. It was fun to compete, and Tess is a great shooter, so glad we got to try it out.
In archery, you have to stay calm. In volleyball, you can use your adrenaline, hit the ball harder, or block it better. I don't know.
It's so different being an individual sport, too. It's a different challenge, which is always fun. See you on the volleyball court!
Sa tulong ni Tess and Shelby, inaasahang ang mas mataas na paglipad ng kapunan dito sa Premier Volleyball League.
Grabe, Boom and AJ, talagang napaka-competitive pala nila Tess at Shelby outside the volleyball court. What more pa mamaya? Kaya talagang kaabang-abang yung performance nila against the Petro Gazz Angels. Mga kapamilya, tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports and use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN for your comments and insights on the match. Also, please check out exclusive photos on our Instagram account at ABS-CBN Sports. Also, keep up to date on all things about the Premier Volleyball League by visiting the #1 Philippine sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. Also, i-like, share at follow nyo na rin po ang aming official Facebook page, which is now close to 1 million followers at Premier Volleyball League.
You know, kaya ako sinabing yun yung mga feature na namimiss ko. Ang saya panoorin, ang ganda pakinggan, and you really see the other side of these players. We'll find out if Tess and Shelby's aim is straight and true today here in the second game. All right, we have photo booths also inside the Philoy Flying V Arena. This is all for the fans, of course, for the PVL to enhance that experience pag pumunta kayo dito sa San Juan Arena. Meron din tayong Star Cam talking about enhancing your viewing experience naman ang ating ini-enhance. Sasabihin nyo lang sa amin kung sino yung player na gusto nyong tutukan. Kunwari, si Paneng Mercado, na former LaSalle champion. Gusto nyo one full set, one full game? Well, tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports. Tell us who you want to feature sa StarCam. And of course, huwag nyo kakalimutan ang ating hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Alright, ang ating panel at large na si Janine Choi ay roronda niya dito sa loob ng Philoy. Kami naman ni Doc AJ ay may mga makakausap. At syempre, pag-uusapan din natin itong laro na to. Second game of our Saturday doubleheader right here on SNA. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Philoy Flying V Center para sa ating labanan ng High Flyers versus the Angels. Ilang minuto na lang ay magsisimula na ang ating laban. It is the second game of our Saturday doubleheader live inside the Philoy Flying V Center on SNA. Boom Gonzalez, Doc AJ Parea, and our guest for today, as we promised, we have interviews to conduct. Jerry Malabanan, of course, joining us here in our first segment. Good to see you. Congratulations, by the way, that FEU second place run. Let's just get that out of the way, and it's good to see you. Doc, go ahead.
Yes, Jer, we noticed that in your previous games, you haven't had that back-to-back win yet. Could have been last game versus Perlas, but you were up against 2 sets already. And what do you think caused the collapse towards the 5th set?
Well, like Coach told us last game after the game ended, he said that we were thinking too much of our errors. So after each error, we wouldn't move on to the next point. He said we would just keep going back and thinking of our errors instead of moving forward.
So obviously, with the question of Doc, what you're looking for here in this so far in this tournament is consistency,
yes.
Especially in terms of the winning. No back-to-back. The good news is no back-to-back losses too. So you want to bounce back today. What will it take for you to do that?
Coach also told us that we have to learn how to control our emotions, so not to play with too much emotion on the court, and just to keep playing hard for each point.
Okay. Just real quick, Jer, before we let you go, you seem to play very well in the PVL. Of course, we know you're already a champion here. Is it an issue, not an issue, but is it a matter of court time? Is it a teammate thing? Is it a system thing?
I think, well, I had some court time for FU, but not as much as I wanted. So I think the reason why I'm doing so, I don't want to praise myself, but I think I'm doing better now in PVL because I think I have that attitude where I want to make bawi with my performance in UAP. So,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. Good luck for the game today, and stay healthy for the rest, of course, of the reinforced conference. Right. That's Jerry Malabanal. You see her in action in just a bit. Look, she came up with 11 points in that last match. Her best performance of a local, and her best performance so far in the reinforced conference.
Yeah, it's going to be very crucial for this match because as we all know, the imports for the High Flyers is very much reliable, and it's really up to the locals. So Jer Malabanan and actually her teammate Celine Domingo, who will be on the opposite positions. They're both the open and the middle. So it's very much important na makakuha sila ng mas marami ring puntos for this match kasi alam naman natin na may momentum ngayon yung Angels. So they want to maintain their second place spot kailangan malaki yung aasahan natin kay Malabanan at kay Domingo.
They're on paper, this is a very strong team. Individually, nakita mo naman, binanggit mo na yung mga ibang pangalan. Let's look at that last game. You touched on that earlier. Jer touched on it earlier. This is painful. 0-2, and this would be your first back-to-back wins here in the PVL Reinforced Conference. Let's go through that game real quick, Doc.
Well, what you can see, off to a strong start yung dalawang teams. Pero yun nga lang, nung 3rd, 4th, and 5th, talagang ginanahan na yung imports ng Banco Perla Spikers. And to top it off, nagkaroon din na malaking contribution si Nicole Tiamzon, which eventually spelled the match for the Banco Perlas.
Oh, medyo nag-swing talaga ano, nung when Nicole Tiamzon was used in that match and came up also with 11 points in that matchup. You look at that stretched match till 5 sets. Again, the story there is the High Flyers ahead by 2 sets and then just crumbled in sets 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we'll talk about yung kanilang mga kalaban naman ngayon ng Angels and kakausapin natin yung kanilang pinakabagong import who has been on fire so far in her 2 games here in the PVL Reinforced Conference. Diyan lang po kayo. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Philoy Flying V Center. Kanina pinag-usapan natin ang High Flyers. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang Angels. And joining us here on the panel is Lena or Olena Flink. Did I say that name right? Yes?
Yes, it's my husband's name.
Okay, it's your husband's name. Limareva. Olena Limareva Flink. We'll call you Lena because you prefer to be called Lena. Okay, you know, other than you've already talked about the struggles and the adjustment with the heat, the climate, the temperature, and then the days that you had with your teammates, how are you able to play the way that you did in the last 2 games and come up with big wins?
Already for years I play as a professional, so of course every game I try to keep my level, like don't lose it, just improve and improve. And team here, she helped me a lot because they support me a lot and I feel it, and that's why maybe I can play like this.
Yeah, and we all know you're up against the Paymaya High Flyers right now. They have good imports, and their local players are actually coming from a champion caliber team also in the local college league. What do you think will be your main advantage into getting that 4th straight win?
We should play our game. We should start from the beginning this game and keep our fast temp in the game, and everybody should be on the court and help to each other. I think this will be the reason to win, like how we can win.
Okay. How, in terms of from 0 to 100%, how adjusted have you been to everything, you know, the fans, the league, the buzz, your teammates, and the weather?
About everything except the weather, I am 100%.
Except the weather.
Yeah, but everything here, so amazing. This audience, our fans, my teammates, our president, coach. I am so proud that I can be part of the Angels, and I am so thankful to everybody who supports us and helped us to grow up.
Lena, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the win and good luck in this game today.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, that's Olena Limareva Flink joining us here, and she has become a major difference maker, Doc AJ. 16 points in her first game, 30 points on 25 spikes in that second game.
Yeah, and as you can see, even if she's complaining about the climate, the weather, it's pretty much to say that in her 2 games, she's already adjusted to the system, to the country here. But ang nakikita natin dyan, itong Petro Gazz Angels, at first, dinismiss kagad sila as another team that's just part of this league.
Right.
But just goes to show na diesel-powered pala sila. Nasa una, medyo mabagal. Pero ngayon, with their 3 straight wins, tapos ngayon pa, meron na silang sobrang laki ng production na import. At least, it's gonna be a tough challenge for the Paymaya High Flyers.
They're coming off that 3rd straight win against the Lady Warriors. Coach Jerry Yee said it himself in interviews that, you know, he admires the professionalism of Lena, and she said it herself. You know, the weather, she can't do anything about it. She has to play her game, and she played spectacularly that last game.
Yeah, and as we can see, it's at the expense of the Air Force Lady Warriors. We all know that Pocari has been a champion team in the previous leagues, but ngayon, kitang-kita, kayang-kaya nila battle it out with a champion caliber team such as the Air Force Lady Warriors. We all know that there are remnants from the previous Procari champion team na nandiyan pa rin sa Lady Warriors at reinforce pa sila ng Air Force players, but they were able to stretch out the match into 4 sets and they would come up victory. So, important yung momentum nila for this game versus the High Flyers.
Ganda na laro natin kasi yung isa, as we said, blowing hot and cold, and they want to bounce back with a victory. They have not lost back-to-back. They have not won back-to-back, but they have not lost back-to-back in the conference. The other one, naghahanap naman na 4 na dikit na panalo dito sa inyong Premier Volleyball League. Samahan niyo po kami as always sa Twitter at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Ganun din po on IG. I'm sure they're loading up pictures and videos already at ABS-CBN Sports. Don't forget, of course, on Facebook at Premier Volleyball League. We've got the photo booth, we've got the star cam, we have everything. You have no excuse not to watch, not to follow, at hindi tutukan ang inyong Premier Volleyball League. We also have the entertainment. I believe DJ Jams is taking care of the beats inside the Philoy Flying V Center. We'll go to the starting lineup right now. High Flyers versus the Angels on SNA.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. James Oliver Mora. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Paymaya High Flyers. Let's start off with our team captain, number 4, Jasmine Nabor. At number 1, from the USA, our foreign guest player, Tess Nicole Roundtree. Number 2, from the USA, our foreign guest player, Shelby Sullivan. At number 5, Gretchel Sotones. Wearing jersey number 13, Celine Domingo. At number 15, Jerry Malabana. Libero, number 6, Leslie Ann Panton. Head coach, Mr. Roger Gorayev. Following on, our Petro Gazz Angels. Team captain is number 4, Stephanie Mercado. At number 1, Cherry Rose Nunag. Wearing jersey number 5, Relea Ferina Sai. Number 7 is Rania Musa. Number 9, from the Ukraine, foreign guest player, Anastasia Trach. And number 12, foreign guest player from the Ukraine, Olena Limareva Blink. Libero, number 10, Rika Jane Enclona. Head coach, Mr. Jerry Yee.
As we're ready to go inside the Philoy Flying V Center, and these are the lineups, the starting lineups for both the Angels and the High Flyers. And as we mentioned, and as Doc AJ emphasized earlier on, every win, every loss at this point, medyo importante yan, especially with our format, Doc.
Yeah, and maiksi yung tournament. Actually, yung first round eliminations, every win, very important kasi nga, yung dalawang top 2 teams at the end of the elimination, sila lang yung a-advance to the semifinals. So medyo mahaba yung kanila magiging break if ever, but if you're assured of a semifinal spot, why not, right?
Girl we talked to earlier, Lena Limareva Flink, what a performance. And we have to emphasize the fact also, we didn't say this in the pregame, that the last game, they were down 8 in the third set, down 9 in the fourth set. And not only have they come up with 3 straight wins, pahirapan yung kanilang panalo dahil they had to come back from deficits, major deficits, just to win 3 straight. So now, because of those wins, they're in the thick of things.
So far, it works for them, at least for their previous games na 2 openers ang kanilang main contributors, yung kanilang foreign reinforcements. But of course, magiging important dyan yung magiging performance of the local players. At the helm of it is Chisa, who we all know is a multi-awarded setter from the UAAP to the Shakey's V-League to the other tournaments pa.
Right. And of course, si Pading Mercado rin. On that side, Malabanan. Chance here for the high flyers. And a spot opens up for Gretzel Soltones.
Ganda nung pasa ni Gretzel Soltones na nakita niya. Musa wala sa position when it comes to defending sa zone 5. Sabi siyang nakapasok into zone 6 kaya doon pinadaan ni Gretzel.
Malabanan. I asked her before we went on cam if everything is good with her health, with her knee, because that was the issue 2 years ago that prevented her from really getting into her own, and then recovered fully from that. And she says she's 100%, and the PVL gusto nga bumawi lagi, and she gets the starting spot always or often, even in the championship campaign that she was a part of.
Outside serve.
Actually, no UAAP, medyo slow start the whole season si Malabanan.
This year,
towards the semis, towards the finals, doon na siya mas binigyan ng airtime. And every time she's being substituted in, she delivers points, especially sa services.
Nabor will go to Roundtree. Roundtree has been spectacular this year, really, or this reinforced conference for them. It's just that, again, even in the 2-0, but she's coming up a 39-point performance in that 5-setter.
Service, Mercado.
Yun nga alam ni Coach Jerry yan, kaya yun na, niload up niya si Crash at si Nunag.
Look at that.
Roundtree off the hands
And Cruz unable to handle that attack from Chess Roundtree. I covered just before I left, before I was away. The first game that they had, I covered that, and she was the best player of the game right away in that first game. She was really on fire. And they go back to her, but the set was too close. I'll go back to Anastasia. Gets a point.
Off the block.
Ganda yung intention ni Track. No? Wala na siya sa approach kasi masyado na siya nakapasok and the ball was coming from the back of the court. Pero nakita niya kasi yung block ni Domingo nakataas lang, hindi nakapress, kaya ginawa niya na lang ng cut shot para at least makapasok pa yung bola.
Roundtree, Nabor, and a great setup there for Sed Domingo.
5-4.
Look at that again. Tremendous improvement for Sed from her UE days to being in FEU as the best blocker.
And ang ganda rin ang bigay ni Nabor doon. Usually yung mga ganung set, pinapalo na kagad ni Nabor pag medyo pasok na.
I actually thought she was going to go for a 1-2 play. Well, we expected, Doc, when we were talking in the production room, that this was going to be a tight match. And so far, so good. They have been delivering the goods. 5-all. Generational yung ating setters, ano? Old versus the new, champion versus somebody who's looking for a championship in Nabor as Roundtree finds the line.
And hindi lang sa setter, sa libero din.
Yung
Si Enclona, recent graduate lang, pero ito si Pantone.
One of the legends.
Sabayan ko yan
Yeah, legends of the game na in terms of her position.
For me, one of the best liberos talaga.
No doubt, no doubt. At iniidolo ng sobrang daming magagaling na libero rin. At kahit hindi libero, na gustong maging libero. Nimareva, sent back, Sayep. Domingo, Paning was there. They go up, Olena. Of course, that's low. Pantone was there to keep it alive, but Roundtree hits it low, 4 touches. 6-all. Ganda labanan natin, maga pa lang, Doc.
Sayang yung magandang save na as you're talking about, si Pantone. Compared to the likes of Filador, si Pantone, very konti yung antics niya, very...
Wala nga eh.
So weak yung presence niya sa court, but she's always at the right position kung saan dadaan yung bola.
I've said this many times in many years. As you look at Coach Roger Gorayev of the High Flyers, I covered her whole college career, and I've said it even after. Para siyang tinatamad maglaro, actually, pag tinignan mo. Pero you know that intensity is quiet intensity. And she has not changed also in terms of appearance. No, she still looks the same.
7-all.
7-all. One of the greats of the game, really. From Adamson University. Now, San Domingo from FEU. 7-all. Good serve. Sayat. Musa. They're going to call. Oliver Mora calls it double contact, so that takes us to our technical timeout. We will be back. Back inside the Philoil Flying V Center. Let's look at the previous matchup between the High Flyers, where they were up 2-0. The Perla Spikers gutting it out in 5 sets.
Yeah, as we can see, yun nga, yung High Flyers up by 2 na during the first 2 sets, and kita naman na advantage nila yung side-out play when it comes to aces, their services, and yung kanilang blocking, which is reminiscent yung contribution ng mga FEU Tamaras, because they're also excellent in services and blocking. It's just that towards the end of the game, talagang nabuhayan yung atake ng Perla Spikers, led by their import lead, right?
And you know, the Perla Spikers, and we all know that they're also a very talented and individually, they needed that win. They really showed that they wanted to get out of their rut, and they did for their second win of the conference. Let's go to Janine Choi as we are at 9-7 right now.
Boom at AJ, nakausap ko ang Ukrainian import ng Petro Gazz Angel na si Anastasia Track, at sinabi niya na 16 years old pa lang pala siya nang nagsimula siyang maglaro professionally sa Ukraine. And for the past 8 years, she has been playing internationally, at sinabi niya na in every team that she participates in, usually ay may nauuwi siyang medalya at kampyonato, may it either be bronze, silver, or gold. Sinabi niya na I am a mission player. I always try my best for the team because I do not like losing. Para kay Anastasia, importante na meron kang winning mindset. Dapat positibo lagi at may kumpiyansa ka sa sarili para makuha mo yung resulta na gusto mong makita. Binanggit din ni Anastasia na at the end of every game, importante pa rin ang team victory at team spirit dahil more than the points she makes, mas nangingibabaw pa rin ang overall na performance ng kanyang kupunan. Dagdag pa niya, if it was all about individual scoring, then I would be playing tennis instead. But I love volleyball and how it is as a team sport. Balik sa inyo, Boom at AJ.
Well, on cue, Janine, she scores a point there for their 10th point. 10-8 is the score, and you know, it's the Ukraine versus the US here in terms of our reinforcements of our imports. And Lena was telling us earlier that they don't really know each other very well. They just know each other, but not very well. But I'm sure that has helped, Doc, in terms of adjustment, that you know na meron mga kababayan dyan sa team na yan.
Yeah, syempre, kahit hindi sila naging mag-teammates or even opponents sa kanilang home league. Of course, if you're in a different country, different setting, kayo lang din yung magkakapitan. And it just beneficial for them na at least they're from the same country and they can understand each other well.
So, when they get together, they talk about, how about the heat here in the Philippines? Yan ang usapan nila.
Yeah, kasi ngayon, summer na in European countries. Natin, tapos na yung summer season. Pero,
kainitan, naabutan nila yung kainitan, so to speak. As, again, we are at 11-10. The High Flyers hanging on here as we see Trash tip it over. She is long, she is tall, she is quick on the court.
And may added difficulty pa kasi kaliwete.
Kaliwete pa, tama.
Iba yung mechanics ng blocking mo when you're up against her.
Somebody touched the net, and Tasha admits it. Says 11-all is our score. So as advertised, Doc, tablahan lang tayo dito. To the delight of the fans, as Shelby Sullivan gets us going here. Again, in the middle, not too strong, but the placement and the fact that it's a left-handed attack.
Yeah, and that's what I have actually observed ngayon kay Track. No? Hindi super loaded yung kanyang mga palo, pero ginagamit niya talaga yung height and yung elevation niya to go over the block and put the ball where wala masyadong floor defenders.
The ball, back set to Kretzel. It's Cien Cruz. Unable to handle that one. I think miscommunication sila ni Paneng, ano?
Much credit dun sa set ni Nabor at naiwan niyang single block lang si Olena dun sa left wing.
Nunag. Nabor will bump this one. Hinabol ni Nunag, Limareva. Keeps it up, keeps it alive. Domingo with the left hand. Nunag just sends it over. Nabor another chance. She goes in the middle to Roundtree.
Roundtree off the block. 13-12.
One thing also that we've observed here with this import of the Angels, as he Trash, she is intense. The way she speaks to her teammates, the way she reacts. Yes, she smiles every now and then, but when she like giving instructions or talking to her teammates, it's like the last point of the game as a bomb unleashed by Limareva, handled by Pantone.
Na-diffuse niya lang kagad bigla yung bomba eh.
Oh, she keeps it alive again, but not enough to keep it or get it to the other side as Limareva shows again that swing.
You can see yung wind up talaga ng kanyang palo when she's up in the air.
Kahit kanina lang sa warm-up, no, Doc, pinapanood natin, katabi natin halos pumapalo. Narinig mo.
Malaking factor dyan is yung core strength.
Yes.
Kasi pag naka-wind up ka na, yun yung maghihila sa'yo forward para mabigyan mo ng malakas na momentum yung bola sa palo.
Paneng keeps it alive. Send it over. Oh, and that's tough.
Cross, elbow, called on Mercado.
Okay sana yung intention ni Paneng na ibibigay yung overhead set dun sa kay Nabor para at least ma-disrupt yung atake ng high flyers.
Coach Jerry in command of the Angels, who are down by 1. Lena. Sayed. How many times have we seen that in her legendary career?
Walang kupas talaga.
That is the perfect phrase. And that's what I love about the PVL. It's that fusion of the, legendary names and the up-and-coming stars of the NCAA and the UAAP, and of course with the imports like Trash. Paneng. Oh, she scores on that one.
15-14.
And that's what you also like about, I mean, you've been watching volleyball all your life also. You see all of these imports come into town. You like, other than what they can bring skill-wise, it's really the attitude also. If they're like, katulad naman siya, Limareva says she's a professional. Trash says she's a winner. She's always on a mission. And that rubs off. If that doesn't rub off on a teammate, Doc, as you see that bomb again from Limareva, kasalanan mo na. At hindi ka pa natuto. 16-14, abante ng dalawa. Limareva just scored the last point for 16-14. She had 30 points in their last match. That's Roundtree in the meantime. A shade under 40 in a dominant display. Unfortunately, Doc did not end up with a win.
And as we all know what she's capable, 30 points is not an feat, pero kailangan pa rin talaga ng support from all the other players inside the court para at least makontinue nila yung momentum nila and get that elusive fourth win para makaging second place sila in this tournament.
Alamanan, who had 11 in their last match, able to find an opening dun sa dulo to keep close here. 16-15. That's why I like watching the games live also. You see all of the body language, you see the conversations, the talking from the imports, how they're trying to hype up their teammates, lead their teammates. As Paneng able to score there. Nabor goes to the back. Saltones and gets the point there.
We're tied at 16.
Saltones just using enough force para ma-break yung block ni Musa at Mercado from the back row.
Service. Domingo.
Set. Good serve. Mona keeps it up. Ratch. It's it over. Nabor to the running Sullivan. Miscommunication, but it ends up in a point.
Sullivan. 17.
Camille Cruz, Des Cheng. team manager, Camille Cruz. Of course, the champions from LaSalle. Their sisters are also in the team.
From Chisayan to Desha. Kami yung legacy talaga ng the LaSalle Ladies Spiker.
And then the Cruz sisters, of course, who, by the way, all also came from Coach Jerry Yee in high school. For Hope, diba?
Yes,
Hope Christian.
And yung second setter also ng Gazz Angels na si Cheng, yung sister ni Des.
Janelle. You know, sama mo na yung mga Jem Ferrer dyan, yung mga Melissa Gohing, Ila Santos, if I'm not mistaken, also all from the Hope program, high school. Good first ball, goes back to her. And another swing there from Lena Limareva.
Enough is enough, sabi ni Olena, kasi 14-16 yan kanina, and now High Flyers are up 18-17.
Of course, coming in to replace Addie Kalernan. See Lena Limareva Flink, which is her married family name. Nabor, Malabanan. Oh, and it hits Limareva in the head. Too fast, too strong. As we look at some of our... Oh, look at that. Tony Flink.
My dear number 12.
Interesting. From Finland. There you go. They're tweeting us at ABS-CBN Sports.
So from Lady D, rooting for Petro Gazz Angels. Hi, Boom, AJ, and Janine, all the way from Dumaguete.
Oh, yes, I love Dumaguete. Just came from there also, just recently. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at pagtutok. Lady D and your family at lahat na rin sa Dumaguete.
I remember I was able to play one Unigames tournament before sa Dumaguete.
2017, make that 21-17. The Angels call a timeout. Let's listen in.
Yeah. Again, outside.
Yes.
Huh? Fine, sige. Okay lang.
Girls, come on. Just let them play defense. It shouldn't be exist. The strongest in this team. Come on. Good reception, set and spike. Strong, aggressive spike. Don't let them think that they can take in defense. Come on.
First one.
Hey, Petro! Angels!
And yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Doc, if you're a local player and you play alongside players like that, take charge, winning attitude.
Siyempre, yung culture pa sa mga Ukrainians, very direct to the point when they...
Right.
Has been aboard, team captain.
And again, you know, let's reiterate the fact that in their last game, they came back 8 points down in the third set, 9 points down in the fourth. So, may paghuhugutan. Ito, maliit lang sa kanila to, 3 puntos na hinahabol.
Yeah, as I mentioned kanina, para silang diesel.
Tama.
Sa una, nauunahan, pero pag nakuha na nila yung momentum, just like that, they were able to cover Sullivan in the quick set.
Si Trash na naman yun, ang nagsara ng pinto. Si Coach Roger naman, nagtatawag ng timeout dahil 2 sunod na puntos para sa Angels.
Very slow. The ball is very slow. Tapos bibigay mo ng quick doon. Nakabantay, di ba? Yung sinabi ko sa inyo noon, di ba? I-left me open. Okay, bigay mo muna sa kanya dito sa bantay. Si Jerry Lee nandun din sa likod ng quick.
6:30 in the evening.
Sige lang, guys. We're doing good, ha?
To face
Just look at the blocker kasi malalaki yan. Sige,
Wednesday, June 6, 6:30 in the evening.
Coach Roger giving specific instructions kay Nabor na pag mabagal yung dating ng bola, at least pakiwalayin niya yung spikers para hindi madaling bantayan.
McMahon Mendrez coming in. Rania Musa now here to serve the UE Lady Warrior. Down 4 earlier, now down 2. Sullivan asking for it. Miscommunication. Oh! Accidental offense.
22-19.
Sakit nun. Dahil naghahabol ka.
And to think na very disrupted na yung naging play ng High Flyers.
Oh! Lena, it was between Lena and Natasha. Natasha with the first ball. Oh, that's a good setup to Dunag.
20-22.
Yung reception na ni Trach doon. Mataas para makapwesto kagad si Chisaet with a quick delivery para kay Dunag.
The aforementioned Janelle Cheng comes in. Kai Nepomuceno, the former NU Lady Bulldog. As you see, the injured Lady Calurcan of the Angels. Unfortunate injury. Now, was replaced by Lena Limareva. Has been a gift to them with a 3-game winning streak. Nabor, Roundtree. Oh, is it wide? It is. Oliver Mora looking at the linesmen and wants to talk to them. Our first referee.
Ano ba, out talaga? Sigurado ka? Outside ka talaga?
Wanting to make sure. And it's out. It's called out.
21-22.
Roger.
Service. Cheng.
Oh, and that's unfortunate.
3 point for the
Very
High
costly
Flyers.
error. Nasa end na tayo ng first set.
Masakit.
Could have been a chance for them to tie the game sa 22.
Painful. Oh. And one of the best servers of the UAAP knows how costly that is. Back set. And a door slammed by the High Flyers, who are at set point.
Timeout.
We have a timeout here.
Girls, timing in. We have to play more relaxed. We are like afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Play for pleasure and more relaxed. Moving, smiling, speaking. Come on. Let's get it up. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Angels.
Down 3. But at set point is a different story, of course, here for the Angels in set number 1.
Well, they've done it before na down by as much as 9 and 8 points. And about time to really draw out that experience para lang at least matay this game at 24.
Shelby Sullivan.
Sullivan will serve at set point. Back set. Trach finds the corner.
Compared to sa palo niya kanina, punersa niya kasi at the expense of yung vertical na daan ng bola, kaya na-block siya. And right now, just went back to her usual style na babawan lang yung blocker.
Safe serve. The ball opens up. Roundtree is there. Kept alive by Cheng. Limareva through the block. That is just power.
23-24.
The Fighting Angels should be their new moniker, Doc, because this team won't go away.
No, dude, the center is slow, little bit slow. This is their weakest part, the donut thing. This is their weakest part. Sige lang, bantayan nyo lang maigi. Ang bola nila kasi, most often doon nila ibibigay ito sa kaliwete. Yun lang naman ang ma-open sana na crucial part to 24-23. So magsisigurado lang yung center nila. Ha? Bantayan nyo lang maigi, supportahan nyo lang maigi, ha? Sige, sige.
Coach Roger reminding yung players na right now ang nasa harap si Sullivan, kaya siya yung most likely go-to person ni Cheng when it comes to the offense.
Pointing to their weakness, he says, which is that donut hole area. Let's see. Trach serving. Pushing it really there, the baseline, and we are tied. And again, the Angels, the Fighting Angels, from 4 points down, 2 timeouts, and have tied the match with Trach serving.
Medyo tight kasi yung pasa kay Nabor nun, so alter yung kanyang diskarte when it comes to setting.
Soltones with the reply. And another set point. We promised you some great volleyball action. Shelby Sullivan knows they're in a dogfight. Timareva trying to distract the front line. They go back to Lena. And she gets the point. And we're tied once again.
25 all.
Good adjustment in the part of Olena. Medyo pasok na yun sa kanya set at medyo mababa yung bigay sa kanya, but she saw that Domingo was late with her block, kaya doon niya pinadaan sa gitna nila na ball.
Even her takeoff, yung nakita natin, because it's our perfect angle, Doc, ina-adjust na lang niya talaga, no?
Yun yung, doon important yung break foot eh. Yun yung last step when it comes to your approach. Yun yung mag-define kung saan yung direction ng talon mo eh.
Of course, sets are not always perfect. Oh, 2 service errors by the Angels at crucial moments, and a 4th set point to be given to the High Flyers. Oh, killing themselves here. Roundtree serving. It's a good serve. Lena with a good first ball. Trash in the middle. Pagkakataon para sa High Flyers. Malabanan unleashes. And the first set goes to the High Flyers here on SNA.